Everybody, how's it going? In today's video, we'll take a look at a new limited series featuring the brand new Acura NSX Type S that you see here on the main splash screen. And it is, as usual, 7-day limited series. So 15 tiers, 45 races that you have to complete within that time to win the car, plus the incremental currency rewards, right? So the car itself is worth some 600 gold, and along with that we get to win some 5250 victory points, the usual payout for the limited series, 40 extra gold, and 120,000 racing dollars, right? So considering the cost of the car plus the reward, that brings the total, I guess, gold earning equivalent to 640. So my guess on the cost of upgrading this car was originally like 320. Well, and give and take a few. Well, as it turns out, there's some discrepancy, a very small discrepancy in the game compared to the release notes on the current version of the game, where they published the PR requirement for this event, which was 61.9. Well, a little surprise if you think 3 upgrades across the board will get you to meet the PR requirement and complete the event. Because as it turns out, here, I'll show you. I'll just use gold to complete it right away. And then, yeah, we win. Car, yes. Beautiful montage. Lovely. That's great and all. But the main point that we're interested in here isn't that. It is, yes, there's a 3-hour instant service and instant upgrades available on this event upon starting the event. Unlike in the past where you complete first race, then it's triggered. Well, anyway, back to the point about PR requirement. Let's go to the final tier, and there it is. It's PR 62, not 61.9. So you can get to 61.9 by getting 3 upgrades across the board, right? All 7 categories, which normally would have costed you, I think, like 300, like a little bit over 300 gold, like 306 or 308, somewhere around there. Well, that's not gonna cut it this time because of that 0.1 extra PR point required to complete. So that changed your upgrade tree quite dramatically, because it's not going to be 3 across the board, and it will cost you a bit extra. I want to say some 70 some gold extra, and the reason for that is because now instead of getting 3 upgrades across the board, you have to max out the engine. So that 120 gold, that's painful. That's where the majority of the extra cost goes to. And then you can get the other categories like drivetrain, body, right, up to 3. However, on suspension, we'll just get 1, just the first tier racing dollar, right? So we kind of spare. We don't have to spend that extra 46 gold, but you know, we have to spend 120 gold. That's where the discrepancy comes from. And then exhaust, we'll get it up to 3, which is maxed out. Same for brakes. And that brings us to 60.3, and the remainder we'll get it from tires and wheels, which we also bring up to 3 upgrades. And there it is, exactly 62 for the cost of 383 gold and 1,402,600 racing dollars. So, yeah, a little goofy. Just, when I was making this video the first time, I had to remake because I did the 3 upgrades across the board, unlock all tiers. A little rude awakening when you get to the last tier. You go like, wait, why is that 62? Did I misread it? No. So there's that. So that's the cost, and of course the total winning is the car plus 40 gold plus 120,000 racing dollars, right? Now, first 25% completion requires you to complete first four tiers. For the first reward tier, which is 750 victory points, 5 gold, and 10,000 racing dollars. And that requires PR 53.4, which is just a little bit, once again, 0.1 PR point higher than what you can do with the racing dollars alone. So, as usual, there is no free gold available in this event. Anyway, and then the next reward tier, 50%, you get it by winning 2 gold trophies in tier 8. So required PR would be to get through tier 7, which has 55.9. So at this point, things become kind of moot. But 1,000 victory points, 10 gold, 25,000 racing dollars. That's what you get. And then 75% completion, kind of similar scenario. You got to get through tier 11 and win 1 gold trophy in tier 12. So tier 11 PR requirement is 58.8 to earn extra 1,500 victory points, 10 gold, and 25,000 racing dollars. And then, of course, 100% completion. You need 62, PR 62, not 61.9. And that will earn you the remaining 2,000 victory points, 15 gold, 30,000 racing dollars, plus the car, which, as I said, is worth 600 gold. And this car is featured in a single bonus series as of the current release, Acura Ascension, and it is a single car bonus series, meaning there is no showcase discount, because in order to get anywhere in that series or unlock that series, you need to own this car first. So unfortunately, yeah, that ain't gonna happen. So if you want to race this car anywhere, you have to win it from this limited series. Anyway, and then in terms of bonus series completion, it does require PR 64.2. I haven't had a chance to check out the PR requirement for that for sure, but at least I'm gonna go with the assumption that they just made a mistake for this limited series, and for the bonus series it is accurate. Then what you need is you need to get 3 upgrades across the board, right? And then max out body. So we're talking spending additional like 500 some gold here, right? So bring suspension up to 3 tiers, and then body has to be maxed out, and that should bring us exactly to 64.2, which is what's required for the 100% completion of the bonus series, the cars featured in, where you can earn extra 77 gold and 77,000 racing dollars. All right. Anyway, I digress, because that's not the event that we're talking about. I have a separate video for that one. But for now, let's have a look at the limited series itself. See if we have any notable race featured here. It's gonna be, pretty common, usual stuff. Shorter races at the earlier part of the series, and longer races as we go towards the later part. So we start with elimination at Leipzig's long on-road circuit on Porsche Test Track. To start off, Tier 1. followed by endurance at Dubai Club Circuit. Yeah, tier 1, because there's, limited amount of bot training you can do. Typically, you have to run, I want to say, somewhere around 5 kilometers as a starting endurance race distance. So, shouldn't be too difficult. And then Cup to wrap up tier 1, we got Monza Junior course, 2-lapper. And for tier 1, there is no PR requirement, of course. And tier 2, we got Speed Snap at Silverstone Bridge Grand Prix Circuit. That's the one that you have to get through under the bridge, right? And the speed checkpoint is right past that. Pretty easy one, typically. Especially when you're racing against flag bots, right? And autocross at the Laguna Seca, starting right at the mouth of Corkscrew, and finishes right before the actual finish line of the circuit. With this car, how long would it take? Somewhere between 25 and 30 seconds, I would guess, right? So another short event. And then the Cup at Suzuka Grand Prix. Single lapper, PR 51.3 required. And tier 3, we got head-to-head at Hockenheim National. Night race, a single lapper. Followed by Hunter at Dubai National, another single lap race. And the Cup for tier 3 is going to take place at Daytona Motorcycle Course, single lap, PR 52.5 required. Alright, tier 4, we got elimination at Mount Panorama, endurance at Le Mans 24-hour circuit, and the Cup at Lime Rock Park West Circuit. 2 laps, very quick one, but it does require PR 53.4, which is just beyond the reach of Racing Dollar upgrades, as we checked out earlier. And tier 5, we got autocross at Melbourne, speed record at Silverstone National, and the Cup at Nürburgring Sprint Circuit. 2 laps, PR 54.3 required for that. Tier 6, we got Hunter at Suzuka East, head-to-head at Circuit of the Americas Club Circuit, single lap race, followed by Cup at Dubai International Circuit, 2 laps at the PR 55.1. Tier 7, we got a drag race at the Brickyard, and elimination at Spa, and the Cup at Spa as well. 2 races back to back at the same venue. That's a little unusual in limited series, but here we are. 2 laps, PR 55.9 required, as we checked out earlier. For that is, of course, 50% completion. And for 50% completion, tier 8, we got Speed Snap at Red Bull Ring Grand Prix, and endurance at Circuit of the Americas Grand Prix Circuit. And to continue on to next tier, we got to get through Cup at Laguna Seca, 3-lapper, PR 56.6 required. Alright, Sunset. Huh, I thought, yeah, okay. Yeah, they keep introducing and adding more rendering, different time of the day into the game. It's neat, it's cool. Anyway, tier 9, we got speed record at Lime Rock Park South Circuit, autocross at the Brickyard Road Course, and the Cup at Catalunya National. And it's going to be 4 laps with PR 57.3 required. Tier 10, we got head-to-head at Red Bull Ring Grand Prix Circuit, followed by elimination at Melbourne. And Cup is going to be at Hockenheim National night race, 3 laps, PR 58.1 required. Hockenheim, we get so many night races. I don't even remember last time we had a daytime race. Actually, I do remember, but we get a lot of night races there, more than any other circuit, I feel like. Anyway, tier 11, we got endurance at Lime Rock Park Road Course. That's a fast one, and followed by another second installment of drag race here, Nürburgring Grand Prix Circuit, followed by Cup at Spielberg Red Bull Ring Grand Prix Circuit, 4 laps, PR 58.8 required. Of course, that is what you need to meet in order to claim your 75% completion reward. And tier 12, single trophy needed, right? Single gold trophy, that is. So they can come in the form of autocross at Catalunya National or speed snap at Bugatti Circuit. Or if you want to continue on, I guess you need to get through the cup at Bathurst Circuit, Mount Panorama. 3 laps, 59.5 is a PR requirement. So yeah, a bit longer. Not the longest, but for this car, I would say it's pretty lengthy. Tier 13, we got speed record at Monza Junior course, followed by Hunter at Spa. So single lap each one of those races. And then the Cup at Silverstone Bridge Grand Prix, 4 laps, PR 60.3 required. And that brings us to the penultimate tier, tier 14. We got another endurance, this one at Melbourne, elimination at Indianapolis Motor Speedway road course, followed by Cup at Texas, Circuit of the Americas, National Circuit, 5 laps, so that's not too long. PR 61.1 required. And then the final tier, we got Speed Snap at Laguna Seca, Autocross at Suzuka West, followed by the final cup at the long on-road circuit in at Leipzig's Porsche Test Track. And 5 laps, and as we started checked out at the beginning of this video, PR is 62 that's required, so make note of that. And a slightly different upgrade tree than the usual. Well, now I have a PR upgrade scheme that is needed for the bonus series completion. But anyway, that will do it for this video. So hopefully you guys got some useful information out of it, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, take care.